Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Do I gotta talk about it? Do I gotta talk about Pittsburgh losing this football game miserably? I mean, they played good throughout 4 quarters, but I mean 3 quarters, but the fourth quarter, man, those guys really got beat up. Um, it was real hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it was real hard to watch Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, and Aaron Rodgers go out there and lose this game. Um, it sucks for me. I called the game. I literally sat here. I told you guys that the Texans were going to win, but I was afraid. Not even afraid. I told myself I wanted to stay away from it, and I didn't listen. I didn't listen. You know, they played a good game, man. Or the Texans played a good game. We're gonna really call shit how we see it. The Texans came out there and they honestly fucking balled, bro. So the teams that we have left here in the NFL are um, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the the Rams, and who are the Rams playing? I'll get back to that. But in the AFC, we got New England facing off the Texans, and then we have uh who's going to Denver? Is it what team is going to Denver? Oh, Buffalo. So we got Buffalo going to Denver, and we got the Texans going to New England. Honestly, I don't think no quarterback right now in the AFC is better than Josh Allen. If I'm wrong, let me know. I mean, dude, I don't see anybody right now in the AFC quarterback wise that's better than Josh Allen. I think he's gonna lay it all on the line. But one of these coaches might get it too. Mike Vrabel, Sean Payton over there in Denver with Bo Nix. One of these guys might get it. Like for real, for real. But on the other end of the spectrum, the 49ers are not a bad football team. All right. I know they lost to the Seahawks like 2 weeks ago, but this is what football is about, bro. It's about rebounding. It's about going out here and playing. You know what I mean? So I lost my bet today. I did. It sucks. You know, it sucks. I literally sat up here and said that the Texans were gonna win, and they sat up here and lost. So my bad, chat. My bad. I hope y'all had a good day today. Y'all know what it is. Late night with me. Damn, I gotta stop and get some fucking gas. Didn't even realize. till now. And now the rain is gone. So yeah, man. I hope y'all had a good day out there. It's gonna be a short week for me. No overtime this week. You know, that's gonna cut into a lot of stuff. What's good, Chad? What's good, Anthony? What's up with it, man? We here, short week this week. So that's more time spent with you guys in the community, talking sports. The Lakers lost to the Kings tonight. I think Luca put up 50 points. You know, it's a brand new day. You know, we got NBA, NFL. Luca, I think he got 50 points. Y'all check me on that. So the Lakers lost tonight in Sacramento. And Sacramento not even a good basketball team, but they building though. I like Doug Christie as a head coach. I do like them as a player too. You know, the Dallas Mavericks they gonna have to figure it out. Anthony Davis, he's hurt again. He's down. He's always hurt, but you know he's a good player, man. Like any player that makes it in the league, I feel like is a top tier player, even if they aren't star power. You know, they made it, bro. So, but yeah, man, I'm pretty. You know, the Texans are going into New England. You know, I'm not betting on the Texans to win this game in New England, but they went to Pittsburgh. They won where it was cold. You know, it's that defense, man. Defense win championships. You just got to have a balanced offense, just enough to get you there. But the defense has to show up. They do. They got to be number one. You got to have a number one defense to win the Super Bowl. I think we all know this. So that's the way the NFL is going right now. I seen Sean Cotton. He tweeted, "You know me, ha, was good, Anthony." So look, I seen Sean Cotton. He tweeted. He was like, Aaron Rodgers should come back another year. And I'm like, nah, he shouldn't, dude. He shouldn't. Like, do y'all think Aaron Rodgers deserves another year? Like, we seen him a full year. This is it. This is all we're getting out of Aaron Rodgers. All right, we seen him for a full year. Come on now, Sean. Come on now, bro. Mike Tomlin, you gave us 19 beautiful years, man. I wanted this year to be you know, a good year, a good exit year, and it can't be good with losing. No way, bro. Just play one more year and just have fun if that's what y'all want to do, you know. But if y'all want to win a Super Bowl, I think you know as well as I know it's time to go and hang it up. So yeah, man, I'm on my way home right now. You know, it's 12:52 a.m. It's 48 degrees outside, but it's pretty toasty in this car because I like it hot. I like it hot. You know, I take cold showers, so I like it as hot as I possibly can get it because I know that cold water is gonna be cold. And I do that, man. I don't know. It's it's like a mental thing taking a cold shower. Just to get off the topic of football for a second, because you know you gotta mentally prepare yourself. You know that shit finna be cold as hell. But yeah, man. Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't know what they should do, man. I don't know. But right now, I want a big bowl of eggs and oatmeal. So delicious. So yeah, I'll do a in the morning, going over the sports books, talking about the NBA, the NFL, what we have left. This what I'll be doing in the morning now. So y'all will sit down with me, have breakfast. If I haven't already ate breakfast, y'all will sit down with me, have a cup of coffee, and we'll go over these sports books, see who playing, see who doing good, because I still need to see who's injured, who's on the roster, because I'm not everywhere on sports. I like to follow one thing at a time. Like, I'm not gonna watch the NFL, NBA, and hockey all at the same time. It's too much. It's over. It's too much. So I just choose one sport at a time. NFL every week, and then day to day NBA. So tomorrow we'll do NBA. Then baseball is coming up too. So yeah, man, I'm on this road, man. On the road to victory. So I'm building right now, man. I'm building. Hope everybody out there having a good day. Hope y'all had y'all some work to do. Hope y'all stay busy. Hope y'all ate real good. Yup. Man, I really do feel bad for AJ Brown. Did y'all see that? Nick Sirianni, the coach, running up to him, yelling at him. Like, I would have walked off. I would have walked off, man. Come on, coach. You gotta keep your composure, bro. Like, you can't be running up to players and yelling at them. Like, I mean, I know you a head coach and all, but bro, I'm human at the end of the day. Watch how you come at me. And this sucks for AJ Brown because he's a good receiver. They just weren't in sync that day. You can't even say that. It is what it is, man. He missed some plays. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure y'all like and make sure y'all share. So that way we can run this channel up, man. We can talk sports all day, every day, 24/7, 7 days out of the week. No days off. Yeah, I gotta stop and get some gas, chat. Yeah, man, there's just been one of them weeks, man, where production just really been like slow. Pittsburgh's offensive production was real slow. They couldn't get off the ball. Aaron Rodgers got beat up out there, man. And it's not his fault, you know. They played a really good football team tonight. Yo, what's good? What's good? They played a really good football team tonight. Maya Higgins. What's up, Chad? If y'all watch that game tonight, man, Aaron Rodgers got beat up, bro. It is what it is, though. I don't understand though. Like C.J. Stroud and the Texans, they turned the ball over so many times and gave the Steelers so many opportunities to take off with this game, and the Steelers could not produce one touchdown on offense. They had to settle for two field goals, bro. Two. You is not about to win a Super Bowl like that or a game. You know what I mean? Like, they got beat up all game. I felt like I was in Pittsburgh playing tonight. So, those, these are my thoughts on what happened and what I seen from the game. Even the commentators, they were like slamming the Steelers for losing this game. Dude, they haven't won a playoff game in 7 years. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has lost 7 consecutive playoff games, dating back since 2016, the AFC Championship, I believe was the last time they won. But yeah, they haven't won. They lost 7 straight playoff games, and it sucks. But I'm liking these new teams in the NFL. I'm liking Drake May. I'm liking Mark Vrabel. I'm liking Bo Nix and Sean Payton. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It seems like it's going to be a Denver and New England rivalry every year until Patrick Mahomes gets like 100% healthy. Because the Chiefs honestly might move on from him. Honestly, you know, he had his time in Kansas City, man. But yeah, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. It'll be the Bills in Denver, and it'll be Houston in New England. And honestly, if the Bills beat Denver and Houston beats New England, the Bills might walk into the Super Bowl because they'll have home field advantage. They'll play at home against Houston and most likely win that game. But I also like San Francisco. I do. The Rams and the Bears. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I don't want to see that game. I do not want to see that game. But I like to see the Bears win. But they was down 21-3 and came back and won. Bruh. good, chat. I'm just focused on driving because these people don't know how to drive, honestly. But yeah, man. Hope y'all had a good day out there. Slow motion. Oh. Yeah, man. It's been one of them days.
They go out and get hammered the night before and are throwing up,
Who we talking
throwing
about?
up, miss curfew, all that. They got a slap on the wrist. Oh, don't do it again. They benched him for the first possession of the game. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? That's not even that bad compared to you cussing your coach out, as we've seen A.J. Brown do several times. At least Brian Schottenheimer, the ultimate players coach, at least he's not afraid to discipline his guys. Maybe that's the case. Maybe Nick Sirianni is scared of A.J. Brown, and I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him. Now, I'm not scared of anybody but the Lord himself. But I get it. A.J. Brown is 6'4", 225 pounds. He's got a 11-pack. Does that even make sense? 4-pack, 6-pack, a 10-pack? I guess what I meant to say. He's a big-ass dude. I totally understand if there's some fear that Nick Sirianni has, but at some point, man, I just, from being in a locker room before, and I'm sure if anybody out there has played high school football, college football, football any level, when you're a part of team sports, man, and you're watching a certain player get preferential treatment, the first thing that only comes to your mind is like, is he good enough to be getting this treatment? First of all, I think that's the first thing that comes to mind. Well, is he even good enough? I think A.J. Brown, without a shadow of a doubt, is a dog. All pro at the wide receiver position. Multi-time Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champion. He's elite. I don't think you can name 5 wide receivers in the NFL better than A.J. Brown. So he's going to get different treatment. But at some point, what we have happening now in Philadelphia, what it feels like, at least to me, the inmates are running the asylum. Point blank. The inmates are running the asylum. And the other piece of this that really chaps my ass, right, is the fact that Nick Sirianni, throughout the entirety of this process, has chosen to do absolutely nothing about it. He's got all the power. It's his world. It was him. He was number one. It's him. He gets it. He's the head coach. The buck stops with you. Is it that difficult? After you get cussed out for the 5th time by your diva wide receiver, is it hard to go to A.J. Brown and say, hey, Slim, I'm not gonna lie, pal, we're benching you for this week's game. You don't think that? What have the Eagles done at this point? And this is not a rhetorical question. I'm genuinely asking. 310-840-4910. These antics have been going on for several years now with A.J. Brown. And like I said earlier, all's fair in love and war. And everything's better when you're winning. Right? The old saying in the streets is money wins all wars, bro. That's what people in the streets say. That's what your gangsters and your trappers say, right? Well, in football and in pro sports, winning cures everything. Winning cures everything. There was a situation in D.C. with the Washington then Redskins where Capri Bibbs, the running back for the Redskins, was banging the same chick as the head coach, Jay Gruden. We didn't hear about it until they started losing. Things stay under wraps much longer when W's are part of the equation. To put it better, winning is the best remedy for chaos when it comes to pro sports. 310-840-4910. 310-840-4910. Should the Philadelphia Eagles move on from head coach Nick Sirianni, what should be the reaction, the consequences for this team coming up short? The highest paid offense in the National Football League this past year, the Philadelphia Eagles, came up short. Kevin Hart. That was a T-Bang lyric I just gave you people. We're versatile here on Westwood One Sports Night. I'm baffled by the whole thing. I genuinely am. Because I think you have, if you're an Eagles fan out there too, I know I'm a Commander fan, so you all are probably thinking, oh, he's biased. He just wants to see us in turmoil. That's not at all what this is. I envy you, Philly. I envy any Philadelphia Eagle fan out there. Here's why. Since the turn of the century, your organization within our beloved NFC East has been the model of consistency. First team since the early 2000s to win the division in consecutive seasons. You have the most division championships since 2000. So I'm not saying this just to hate on you. I just think it may be time for a new voice. It may be time for things to change. And that's kind of how things have gone in Philadelphia over the past decade plus. Think about it. How long did Doug Peterson stay employed after he won the Super Bowl? A year? Year and a half? Life comes at you fast. This is Philadelphia, right? The city of brotherly love. They have massive expectations for their football program. They do. But this is why I say I envy you, Eagle fans. You have what I want. It's not like I'm about to cut a WWE program. You have what I want. The WWE title. No, you have what I want. Howie Roseman is the straw that stirs the drink in Philadelphia. He is the most competent general manager in all of the National Football League. I'll even go a step further. Him and Sam Presti are probably the two best execs in pro sports, if we're being very honest and transparent about this. And I can say that. Even as a Commander fan, I can acknowledge how good Howie is. That's why, to me, if I'm an Eagles fan, yeah, it stings right now, right? You might have to have a couple of adult beverages to numb the pain, so to speak. But when you wake up tomorrow morning with your little headache, you'll realize, oh, I still got Howie Roseman, right? It's like having a bad night out on the bar. You get too hammered, you get too boozed, and you wake up, and you realize your beautiful significant other's lying next to you. And it's like, phew, no matter how much of a doofus in an ass that I acted last night, at least I still got my baby girl, right? At least I still got my baby boy, if you're a female listener out there, right? That's how Eagle fans should feel right now. At least you still got out. Because right now, everything is a little pew-pew in Philadelphia. Everything stinks. Point blank. 310-840-4910. 310-840-4910. When it comes to Nick Sirianni, I think being an offensive-minded head coach, and I can speak to this because I'm dealing with it right now in Washington and Quinn. He's a defensive-minded head coach, and for the last 2 years, his defense ain't been worth a damn. And I'm wondering, hey, Slim, are you going to watch someone else continue to mess up the meal that you were in charge of cooking? That's how I look at it. And I get wanting to delegate and to be the best leader possible and all that. Kiss my ass. Nick Sirianni, you can't say that. Because I'm wondering now, what are you doing? In all honesty, Nick, you're putting the game plan together. You're undermining, according to reports, Kevin Petula. You won't just take over the play calling. You're the head coach. You have an offensive background. Why aren't you taking control of this? It's not like you have a bunch of input elsewhere.
Driving, y'all.
Right? The excuse
That's
that Dan
why.
Quinn in Washington, the excuse that he uses is, oh,
My bad.
I want to take the CEO approach. I want to be able to be an offensive meeting and a defensive
Driving
meeting
home.
and a special teams meeting. I want to make sure we're disciplined and our culture straight. Nick, it would be cool if you weren't calling plays and weren't as hands-on offensively if the rest of the team was fine. Your defense is great, but there's infighting all over the place. If you're not going to be in charge of the day-to-day game planning and so on and so forth, can you at least be the adult in the room so A.J. Brown stops throwing hissy fits, so Jalen Hurts stops showing bad body language on the sideline, so that Jalen Carter stops gouging people in the eye? Can you be the leader of the football team? That's all we are asking out of you. What do you think is next in the city of brotherly love? I think Nick Sirianni should be fired, and I think the next coach that comes in needs to make the decision of, do I want to move forward with Jalen Hurts or not? Because depending on what you can get out of Jalen Hurts, his contract that we referenced moments ago earlier in the show, his contract is pretty team friendly if you can get a baseline level of play out of him, something that this year, quite frankly, the Eagles did not do. 310-840-4910. 310-840-4910 is the number. You can tweet at me as well. Same handle on each and every social media platform. It is at NELL_BTP. Sam calling out from San Diego. Sam, welcome into Westwood One Sports Night, brother.
Hey, sir. Good evening. Thanks for having me on. Coming from a Titans fan, former Titans.
Oh my, wait, hold on.
Struggling.
Can you tell us why you're a former Titans fan? You can't just divorce your sports team, pal. It's like a barber. You just get a new barber.
Man, I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can to divorce myself from this. I mean, I have loved them since I was a kid. I didn't call about this. I didn't call to give my spiel about the Titans. I can tell you that could be a story for another time of why I'm just fed up with them. But here's part of the reason. You never ask for a different coach. You don't ask for what could be better for what's already good. And I think Nick Sirianni should stay as the head coach. I mean, he won the Super Bowl with them last year. The Titans were clamoring, or at least the front office was clamoring for Vrabel to get fired after 2 losing seasons. We had the Titans fans, if you looked around and you read any of the message boards, no one wanted him fired. We were frustrated. No one wanted him fired. Well, he gets fired, and then now he's leading the Patriots to a 14-3 season. Like, a good coach can change everything. And when a coach is winning like Sirianni has been in the past few years, I don't think you change the formula. And I want to pivot to the A.J. Brown thing as well, because A.J. Brown was also a Titan. You know, we were all frustrated that he got traded. But the truth is, that man was a freaking headache because he is a diva. He was a diva to Mike Vrabel, who's even more of a player's coach and even more of a man's man. And Vrabel had trouble keeping that guy's mouth shut. I mean,
Vrabel didn't want him traded, though. Vrabel didn't want him traded, though.
He didn't. And I think Vrabel is a good coach. He's the type of coach for him. But the point is A.J. Brown was mouthing off on the sideline, and he was he was subtweeting everyone and doing bad interviews, and like it was the same deal. And so I don't think it's a Sirianni not being able to have control of the players. It's an A.J. Brown thing. I mean, every like diva receiver that's existed has struggled with no matter what head coach they go to. Like it's a stereotype, and you know sometimes you got to have that ego to be that good. But
so you're saying that you think Nick Sirianni is blame free from what's happened in Philadelphia? My thing with Sirianni and why I want him fired.
Damn. Damn, what the hell? I don't think nobody in there to give me gas. I mean, ain't nobody in there, so. Hell yeah, it's nice and warm in this car though. All right, chat.